Uh, just finished up Evil Tides of Saltmarsh Moon, aka Ghost of Saltmarsh. Basically, an entire campaign built off the back of the Ghost of Saltmarsh Adventure pack. My party has spent the last 2 sessions hanging out in the town of Daggerford, because my Saltmarsh is located near Daggerford and the Lizard Swamp, which you can see right here. It's the Lizard Swamp. And there's Daggerford. Saltmarsh is a little bit off the map, south of Lizard Marsh against the coast. And Daggerford took the place of whatever kingdom it was that wanted to take over Daggerford. Saltmarsh. So it's a good fit. I worked very hard to translate it to Forgotten Realms. If you are a Forgotten Realms player in any campaign that involves Daggerford, you should probably not listen to this video because I might give you some spoilers about Daggerford. So Saltmarsh Sun Group, for example, don't watch this video because you'll get spoilers about Daggerford. Alright, so Daggerford. Why were they there? Essentially, the Duchess of Daggerford, Lady Morwen Daggerford, she wants to acquire the independent city of Saltmarsh and add it to essentially her collection of free cities and counties that she rules over. So she wants to tax them, she wants to control them, all that. She is a very good ruler, a very tough ruler, but considered by many to be a very fair ruler. Saltmarsh wants to maintain its independence, 1, because of money, 2, because of just a sense of independence, 3, because they are, kind of into pirates and smuggling and stuff, and they don't want that business to be disrupted, or essentially they don't want to lose any money or power to Daggerford. The party has 2 very strong allies that they have been working for, Ida Owland and Gellin Primewater, these 2 peeps right here. And they agreed to go with these 2 to the party that was in Daggerford to essentially be their eyes and ears, keep them safe, etc., etc. It also turns out that a person in the party took noble as a background, and god damn it, did I want to actually do something that had to do with someone having a noble background. So it turns out that this Dragonborn, his father was a foreign diplomat that worked out of Daggerford Keep, and so he was sort of returning home. Now his father had mysteriously died, more than likely from poisoning. His whole backstory is he was trying to find the killer, etc., etc., and clues had led him to Saltmarsh. But now he returned home without the killer, and man, did it get crazy. So, how do you run a party? As you can hear in the background, I have party music. Party music is awesome. I found it online. It's amazing. I'll try to remember to post it in the description for the video, but it's great party background music. It's got people talking and music playing and all that. So that kind of set the tone a little bit. You're gonna not be having combat probably at a party, but it would be very boring to just throw up a picture of a party and say, this is the party. So, guess who came through again? Yep, that's right. It's Heroic Maps. They have a gorgeous, gorgeous map that is an entire estate. Look at this thing. You about to have your minds blown. Here's the outdoor shot. Just gorgeous. Here's the gardens in the back. In case, you wanted to murder somebody in the gardens or anything. They got a gazebo. They got a reflecting pool. They got a second story. They got all this stuff. This is the first floor where all the action happened. There was the dining area. There was the great hall. There was the sitting room. There was the ballroom. Many comparisons were made to the game Clue. And as things got more and more crazy during the party and the social events, it became more and more like Clue, especially the movie Clue. So people were just kind of bursting in and out of doors, running from room to room. It was a lot of fun. Uh, Before the party, they gathered information about who the guests would be. So I had many different nobles that had been generated for this. I also used this as an opportunity to, worlds collide, bring in some B-list celebrity nobles like my boy Harbin Wester from Phandalin, and have them sort of be visiting for the party as well. And it was a lot of fun. A lot of funny stuff went down. I can't catch you up on everything that happened, but I was actually, even with like 25, 6, 7, I can't keep track anymore, years of experience DMing, I was a little nervous about trying to run a big party. Mostly because half the party is spec'd for murdering, and half the party is spec'd for socializing. So I knew that half the party was going to have an absolute blast. I was worried about the murder hoboing part of the party. But they each kind of found something to do that they enjoyed. And one of the things I did that I felt was very important was, no matter how good a face character's role playing was, or how interesting what they were doing was, I made sure to keep an eye on the clock, and every few minutes I would rotate the focus to the next person. Now, with 6 players, uh, that was some heavy lifting. But I wanted to make sure that every person that attended this party, even if they were the most like combat specs, not into social interactions person, felt like they had options. They had things they could do. They had actions they could take. They had people they could talk to. They felt like the camera was there and could focus on them if they wanted it to. I felt like that was really important. A lot of times when you run a social encounter, the face or the faces in the party will dominate that, and it will make for an awesome session for the faces in the DM, and maybe kind of awesome for the people that are watching, like if you have some spectator players. But it's always important, even if you have a bunch of spectator players, to stop, acknowledge, and see what they want to do. Thogrum, who is not much of a socialite, he took this opportunity to use Fabricate. He's a Force Cleric, and he made the brew for the night. Rather than be like, they're not going to let a dwarf serve drinks at their fancy party, you just lean into it, and it was amazing. He actually set up business opportunities for himself to distribute his alcohol. He was able to learn rumors from people as he bartended. Illyria was kind of serving as security. So she's going around with her attack whale and her heavy crossbow, and she's keeping an eye on things. But that also meant she was keeping an eye on everyone at the party, including some of the shadier characters, like Lady Morwen Daggerford, for example. Skull, he was babysitting an evil baby dragon most of the time, but even he had some opportunities there to sort of hang out, get into a little bit of trouble, and constantly still going back to him over and over again. Do you need anything? Do you want to do anything? Do you want to sneak around? Obviously, the big focus was on the 3 more social characters. The wizard, who is the personal bodyguard of Ida Owland, so he obviously had some play there, where he had opportunities to interface with people and all of that. He is a hobgoblin. Rather than make a big racial deal of it, My Forgotten Realms is living in the timeline where Dritz and the civil rights movement has made everybody more woke. So rather than be racial and mean, it was more like he is exotic and strange, and we would like to know more about him. Because as far as evil races go, hobgoblins are actually pretty decent people, really. I mean, they're evil, but they're decent people. Um, the main 2 out of those 3 were definitely Tari the Bard, because she's a glam bard. What better place to shine than a party? Oh my god. And then the Hexblade, whose patron might actually have been at the party. Uh-oh, what? Yeah, so there was a lot of like stuff happening. So there was a lot of secret messages being passed between players and DMs. There was a lot of let's go into secret chat. It felt intriguing. It felt like being at a party where there was like political and social espionage like going on. It was really engaging and really fun. Um, Things that I definitely think helped was the map and the music for setting the mood. Because it definitely had that sort of Clue vibe where everybody could kind of shuffle and move around the house and see all the different places in the house. And having a list of funny names for all of the nobles, having some more recognizable NPCs from other campaigns kind of do like a guest star appearance. Um, Oh, and I generated a list of rumors, and then I randomly applied those rumors to the nobles so that there would be gossip to talk about, and then I hid important rumors about the campaign in with the crap rumors to make it a little bit more believable and real, and also throw in a little bit of red herrings there, like which rumors are real and which rumors are not. So overall, it was a blast. Definitely a nice change of pace from dungeon delving, monster fighting, and murder hoboing. And I would tell people, don't shy away. Like one of the great parts about Dungeons and Dragons, it is the ultimate game engine. So you can make any sort of scenario you want and any kind of game you want pretty easily with the very simple but flexible rule set that is provided. So yeah, don't be afraid to have your party attend a party because it's definitely something you could do. All right. Hope everybody has a good night, and I'll be back later this same day with Odyssey of the Dragon Lords episode 8, and we'll talk about how that session went after that session's over.